What's up, guys? It's Trevor and Tate here with the Embers. Knock on wood.
That's right. Knock, knock, knock.
We're here with the Embers Golf Channel. We're trying a new setup.
Yeah.
We're trying it in my office today to kind of do our intro and outro in the office. And let us know what you guys think. If you like it or if you like us being in the simulator 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Today, what are we reviewing?
We're reviewing actually something that's, I think it's a big item. It's slipping a little bit under the radar just because the big brands, I think, dominate the market.
Yeah, they do that.
But I'm excited about it because you got one of the biggest hitters in golf today that hits this driver. You know what I'm talking about? Brooksy, that's right. So I think it's...
I call him Kepsy.
Yeah, because you just don't like to be you want to be different.
But I don't think he likes me calling him that.
No. Well, he's probably never heard it.
Never heard it.
Unless if you watch Brooks...
Actually, he might be watching.
Yeah, DM us because we'd like to get you on the channel.
Yeah, we might allow you to be a special guest.
Yeah, we'd have to talk it over amongst ourselves, but...
We could probably fly him out.
Yeah, we might squeeze you in.
All expenses paid.
Coach.
To Westminster, suburban Colorado. It's probably on your bucket list to come to. So...
Yeah. Coach.
Anyways, we better start this review.
Yeah.
Let's go. Don't forget, if you're in the Denver, Colorado area, you can come to our showroom and get fitted. Also, you see this big bad fireplace behind me. We'll include links below if you want to check out our awesome barbecue channel as well. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, sweet stuff.
Anyways, subscribe, like, share if you enjoy this video.
Come see us. Come get fitted. All those things. Yeah.
So talk to me about the SRIXON driver, Tate. Don't damage it right before we review it.
So right off the bat, when we pulled the plastic off, the actual driver head itself has got a very... The first thing I think of is ping when I see this raw stainless face. Because that's the first driver I saw it on was the G10, I think it was. The matte top, I think, is awesome.
Looks great.
Yeah, it's a great look. You got a little bit of the white accents and a little bit of the ripple effect up there on the heel toe area. The underside looks nice. The
undercarriage?
Yeah. Now, if I'm going to say this, I don't want it's got kind of the X frame going. I don't want this. This might be wrong, but my personal opinion is it looks money. Like it looks like it's got a good value to it. It's not a budget driver by the looks of it. It looks like a nice
I agree. So there's 3 models. All the brands are doing this, which it kind of annoys me because I think what it does more than anything is create product confusion for consumers.
I've heard that before from you. Yeah.
About a lot of things. Not just golf clubs.
No.
When I do my fireplace videos, it's my biggest pet peeve. It's like when you over clutter the marketplace, it's like it creates product confusion and then consumers don't know what the heck to buy.
But does it triple your sales?
No, and it's more SKUs for me to stock.
Yeah.
You know, that's as a retailer. But so they basically have this is the ZX5 MK2, and then there's the MK2 LS, which is the low spin, where there's going to have a weight more forward towards the face of the club, which is going to promote less spin. That's usually for more advanced golfers.
Yeah, guys that can really control their driver.
And then they have the ZX7, I think it is, with movable weights, and you can adjust stuff on the hosel.
For your higher handicaps.
Yeah, or more adjustability. So as an amateur golf channel, we are promoting what equipment works the best for you as an amateur. You know, Rick Shields and these guys do awesome reviews, but they're really
phenomenal reviews.
Really good golfers.
Their miss is millimeters. They're not hitting off the toe, off the heel. If it is off the toe, it's still a sweet spot for us amateurs.
Yes, and if you watch, he usually is quick to dismiss like the high launch or the game improvement driver. Yeah, because he personally doesn't need it. Would never touch his bag. We need that. So in general, we're going to review the most forgiving driver, which for SRIXON is the ZX5 MK2. Some of the bigger brands that we're doing, like the Paradigm that's coming out and the Stealth 2. 2.0. 2.0. Yeah, not 2. 2.0. We brought in all 3. So we'll be doing reviews on all of them. Yeah. But if we're just doing a one-off, it's going to be usually the most forgiving, which is going to go towards the amateur status the most. Aesthetically, I would agree with Tate. Very solid looking driver. We're going to set this up at 10.5.
It's got a lot of adjustability too.
Yeah.
If you look at the shaft that came standard too, it's got, you can really move it around.
We're going to set it at 10.5 and hit 10 shots each. Now,
real quick, let me see that club head cover.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
I think this club head cover is nice. Obviously, it looks very similar to most brands. It's got the pocket. I would imagine this is for the adjustment tool to slide up and in there. But look at this, like red. What is that? Fleece material?
I would call it like a felt.
Yeah. It just feels like money. Well done, SRIXON. Well done.
So here's the way we're going to do our 2023 club reviews.
Can you just tell me, please? Tell me how we're going to do it. I've been in the dark here, so I'd like to see how this is going to go.
I'm about to tell you.
Please, let us know.
So the new clubs, as they roll in 2023, we have them all ordered. They're all coming. Mm-hmm. We're going to review them versus what is currently in our bag. And the goal is to see, can it pull our current driver out of the bag? So tell them what's in your bag right now. What are you hitting?
So right now I'm hitting the PXG Gen5.
Gen 5.
PXG Gen5.
Which Gen 6 is coming. I think March-ish, something like that.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that. I was hitting the Gen 5. The Ping G430 that we reviewed pulled it out of the bag. So
you missed. The G425 pulled it out of the bag, and then the Ping G430 pulled the 2.5 out of the bag.
It cannibalized the 425.
Yeah, poor thing.
Yeah, never had a chance. Yeah. It stayed in the bag a couple weeks because I was late to do the review.
Yeah, and we were early on the G30, so 430.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to compare the data up against our current driver.
Now, why do you think that's so important? Why do we need to do that?
Well, one, I think as amateurs, we don't have a good baseline, you know.
We do because we have a simulator. So we know what our average numbers are. But the normal amateur isn't hitting on a simulator.
No, but what we're going to do is go up against our current driver, and we're going to hit that driver every time, even though we already know what it is, because on a Thursday, we could be just swinging lights out. And you go to play on Saturday, guess what? You can't hit it.
Yeah.
Some days you just don't have your stuff.
And if that's going to happen to a tour pro occasionally, that's going to happen regularly for an amateur. I know that from experience.
Yes. So we're going to 10 shots each, 10 shots of the SRIXON, 10 shots for me, the G430, 10 shots for the Gen 5 for him. Drivers we're comfortable with. So our current driver does have a little bit of an advantage because we're comfortable with it.
It's in the bag.
We're playing it. We know how it feels. We know what to expect from it versus coming in cold. So it's a little biased, but we kind of want it that way.
Yeah.
Because we want to see how good of a driver it can do. Can it challenge what's already in the bag? So we better get to it.
It's going to have to put you excited?
I'm excited. We got 20 shots to hit.
Yeah.
10 with the SRIXON, 10 with the Ping, and 10 with the Gen 5. Let's go.
All right, here we go. We got the SRIXON ZX5 MK2. Little pulley, but I like it.
That'll work.
Yeah.
I like the sound. It's a good sounding club.
I would say you too.
Boy, I'm liking the launch angle on this.
Yeah?
It's getting in the air.
There you go. Way to end it.
Oh yeah, baby. There's some good shots in there.
Oh yeah. All right guys, I got my 10 with the SRIXON. Now we are gonna do the 10 with the driver that's in the bag. And for me, the driver in my bag is the PXG Gen5. So we're gonna be putting it up against the PXG Gen5 now.
Oh, that's it.
It's flat-footed. I'll take it. There you go. That's the sound. When I hear that, I know it's a good one.
Oh yeah. Some days, like, you just don't have your stuff, especially as an amateur.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't hit the ball today.
Yeah.
I just can't. But I think it's really important that we show this data because in real life as an amateur, some days you're not going to have your stuff.
Yeah.
And what driver is going to perform better on the days you don't got it?
Yeah, what's the ball going to do when you don't got it?
Yeah, which is why we test our own drivers the same day, because every day can be different as an amateur. Right. It's not like we establish a baseline and it's like, all right, every day that's what I'm going out and doing. No.
False.
False.
There you go.
It's better.
Yeah, 270.
All right, Tate. So
10 shots, how'd your back feel?
A little tight.
Yeah.
Before we look at the data, what do you think of the club?
Honestly,
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm actually really excited.
Tell me why.
Not only did it look the part, and initially I was thinking, okay, SRIXON's trying to play catch up to the big dogs, TaylorMade, Titleist, Callaway.
Hey, you took my seat.
I did. This is more comfortable.
Yeah.
And it just feels better. I feel like I'm a better person sitting in this. Leather. Anyway, I felt like they were trying to play catch up with the looks of it.
Uh-huh.
But it performed, man.
I would say the same thing. Now, I don't mean this against SRIXON, but every golfer is biased towards brands. They have their favorites. They have their clubs they want to like.
Yep.
If I'm being honest, SRIXON is not the top of that list for me.
No.
Of a club I want to like.
And each person's going to individually have that reason. They're either going to get a gift, they're going to follow a specific golfer, and they want to hit the same gear he's hitting. Yeah. And mine is not SRIXON either. No, they don't do the marketing that, like, for Callaway's done so much marketing on the Paradigm that, like, I'm really excited to hit that. The reason I'm saying all that is when you're really excited and want a club to perform really, really well, your expectations are very high. And sometimes that club can disappoint you a little bit. Yeah.
Anyways, I didn't have a lot of expectations with this SRIXON, and I loved it. It sounded great. It performed really, really well. And if you look at the data, I didn't have my stuff today. I wasn't coming up on my driver, I was coming down on it. So I was hitting everything off the top of the face, and it performed really, really well. So for example, if you look at my SRIXON data, I averaged 225 yard carry and 246 yards total. Now,
that's not your stuff.
8 of them were terrible shots, probably. Not terrible, they were obviously playable shots, but
you're not happy with them on the course.
I bet you 6 or 7 of them were off the top of the face. And we included all the mishits in here because as an amateur golfer, we want to know which one's going to help an amateur the most.
Even with the mishits.
Yes. So I loved the way it looked standing over the club. I loved the sound of the club, and I loved the way it performed. I thought it was a very forgiving club overall.
Yeah.
And the data kind of shows that the mishits were really good. How about you?
Yeah.
You didn't have as many mishits as me.
No, I didn't. I actually hit this club really well today. 264, 294 finish. A couple of those were big bombs up over 300. Average obviously was around 270. But I liked it. Everything about it I really liked. I was only off 8 yards on an average, that's awesome, especially for the first time hitting it. You have to think, okay, a driver, you put a few rounds in, you put time in thinking about, okay, I need to make these adjustments, I need to...
8 yards off line is in the fairway.
Yes.
That's in the fairway every time. You're averaging the fairway.
Yes. And my average ball speed was at 163.
But by the way, you're 8 yards off line, and that includes a hosel rocket that was 80 yards left.
Yes.
So that is skewing the stats.
Yes. Yes.
That hosel rocket is in the data.
That snap hook, that probably was OB. I'm taking 3 off the tee on that.
No, that's not OB. Little Timmy's dead. If that's a neighborhood course, Timmy's a goner.
Yeah, poor Timmy.
Poor Timmy. He never saw it coming.
But okay, so think about it this way.
How far offline was I? Yeah, 7.4. So it's a club that gives you confidence standing over it that you're going to be in play.
Yeah. And I'm looking at it. 2022 drivers, so we're talking Stealth, the Rogues, the TSRs, I struggled to get above 160 ball speed. I hovered right at 160. This one, My first 10 drives with this club, I'm at 163.
It's probably like all those little Spider-Man like little web jets in here.
Yeah.
You know, like the jailbreak technology, it looks like like a spider web.
Like a honeycomb.
I kind of want to cut this open and see it, but I don't.
Nope.
No.
Maybe next year when the new one comes out, I'll let you cut
Maybe they give us a demo.
Yeah. But, I mean, it came out hot. I liked it a lot.
Okay, but as much as we liked it, how to do against Gen 5?
Okay. You want to do yours or me?
I said Gen 5, so that'd be you.
Okay. Okay, so right off the bat, 158 ball speed.
Slower.
So what is that? 6 miles an hour. 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
5 miles an hour faster right off the club face with my first 10 shots with the club. 261, 286 finish. So I gained an extra 6 yards, 7 yards.
So you went further with the SRIXON.
Yeah. But my Gen 5 was only 2.5 yards offline. But both are in the fairway. 7 yards, 2 yards.
But let me ask you this. If you had some time with the SRIXON, you could probably get your SRIXON to that 2 yards too.
I guarantee it.
So would you pull the Gen 5 out of the bag?
Yes.
So for you, the SRIXON was better.
I cannot tell you how excited I am about this driver. Because so
I never saw this coming.
Just in the last couple months,
did you see this coming?
No, blindsided me. But that's the kind of sided I want to be, is blind. So I hit the Stealth, I hit the Rogue, I hit the TSR, I hit the both pings. So far, the pings have been the closest to taking my Gen 5 out of the bag, but none of the other drivers did it for me at all. So the Stealth was the one I wanted. But if I hit it straight and pure, it was the furthest.
You wanted to like the Stealth.
I wanted the Stealth. But my misses were horrendous.
Yeah, Stealth 1.0.
Yes, 1.0. 2.0 still to come. But if I was teeing off tomorrow morning, I'd spend another couple hours with this in the simulator, and this would be in the bag.
Wow.
Hot take.
I didn't see that coming.
No.
Blindsided me too.
Yeah. As soon as so even when we were hitting, I tried not to let it affect me. But when I saw, and we haven't even looked at the club head data yet. This is just ball data.
Well, let's look at it. I want to see yours. Let's see your club head data.
So Gen 5, 108 club head speed. SRIXON, 115 club head speed, 114.6. So as I was seeing those flash up on the simulator, I knew.
Did it feel lighter to you? Why do you think it was doing that?
I have no idea. But something was doing me right with this club.
It's treating you right.
And I liked it. I liked it while I was doing it.
You liked the way it felt?
Yes.
And you're not going to feel guilty about
emotionally, no. I don't feel guilty about it. I enjoyed it.
All right. All right, let's look at my ping G430 compared to...
real quick. So there's your SRIXON numbers.
Okay, but real quick, when I was hitting the SRIXON, Tate was watching my data, and he's like, I see something that you're going to like on the data, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. What was it?
Your club head speed.
Really? It was faster?
Yeah.
How fast was it?
When I was seeing them flash, I was like 107, 108. And you're usually hover around 100.
Yeah, I'm usually hovering around 100.
But we can see maybe your ping was going fast today too. I don't know.
Okay, so
there's your SRIXON ball data.
Okay, 225, 246, 141 club head speed. Yeah, for me, the ping driver I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it.
I haven't seen anything treat you that good in a long, long time.
148 ball speed, 250, 273, offline 3 yards.
Why touch that? Why mess with that?
No. So for me, it's not going out of the bag. However, I loved it.
Yeah.
For me though, when like we've been testing clubs and it's like, all right, it's good. Everything's good. Like this is a good club. This is a good club. This is a good club. But as soon as I hit the G425 and the G30, I was like, wow, this hits different.
Yeah.
No pun intended. It hits different for me. And that's why we do these reviews is even for amateurs, certain clubs are going to suit different players better. Just because I say the G430 is my favorite driver of the 2023 so far, doesn't mean that that's true for everybody.
Yeah.
So
that's true. Think about guys like Dustin Johnson, the biggest driver on tour, arguably, or not on tour. Close one. Biggest driver.
He's not on tour anymore.
Biggest driver in professional golf right now, arguably. And he wouldn't take, what was it, what TaylorMade wouldn't he take out of the bag for the Stealth? Was that the Sim?
The Sim.
So he had the TaylorMade painted
Where'd
his
you hear
Sim.
that?
I can't tell you. Because I don't.
So he painted his Max.
He painted his Sim Max to look like the
Stealth.
And he's probably in the Stealth now. But for the first few months, he refused.
2.0?
No, probably 2.0 now. But he refused to take it out for the Stealth. So, I mean, that driver treated him so good that he refused, but TaylorMade wanted it to look like he was hitting the Stealth. Hot take, but I'm not giving any info on where I heard that.
We got to turn this fireplace
My left arm is on fire.
Anyways.
Okay, so there's your G30. Should we look at your club data?
Yeah, give me club data. Club head speed. Now, ball speed is more important, but I still like to look at club head speed, you know. There you go.
So there's your
106 mile an hour on my G430.
So you had your G430 up there too.
I was swinging faster today, but not.
So mile an hour.
SRIXON was faster.
Yep, mile an hour faster.
So it's a solid club. But for me, I think.
Dude, you had your G430 up to 111. Yeah. That's the fastest I've seen you swing in a long time. And you weren't even crushing it.
No, so just because it won't pull the G430 out of the bag for me doesn't mean that this isn't a fabulous driver. And definitely exceeded my expectations. Yeah. So in conclusion, for me, the G430 is going to stay in the bag for now. I think that's for me, that's the driver to beat this season. Yeah. And we have the Paradigm coming, which supposedly is very forgiving.
Ooh, so I've been told.
The Stealth 2.0 is coming. We have the Cobra, which is a very highly rated driver. That is coming. But on my barbecue channel, I have a very popular series called the Top 5. So it's the top 5, top 5 linear gas fireplaces, top 5 luxury gas grills, whatever it is. So we'll do a top 5. Once we review them all, we'll do a top 5 2023 drivers. I already know that this driver is going to be in the top 5. Don't you think?
I'd be upset if it wasn't.
It's
so my vote's going to count? Well done, SRIXON.
Yeah.
Well done.
Fantastic driver.
The other thing we forgot to mention.
Tell me.
Is the Paradigm that's coming out.
It's $100 more?
Yeah, right off the gate, it's $100 more. The Stealth 2.0 is $100 more. And that's if you don't upgrade your shaft.
$499. We got the Mizuno driver's coming too, duh.
That one's going to be, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. All right, we better wrap this up. Yeah. It's a long video. We'll see you guys next time. If you like this video, subscribe, do all the things, thumbs up it, tell your friends.
Any specific videos you want to see, comment below.
Yeah. See you guys.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.